What's up, Geeks and Gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. And we're back to hop into the Merc life, but before we hop into one of these big bad boys and start going out and shooting a bunch of stuff, happy Thanksgiving to all of our friends and neighbors down in the United States. You'll probably be seeing this coming up on your Thanksgiving feed. Hopefully you guys are being responsible, socially distancing, isolating, all that sort of stuff. Can't believe how badly my king crab got screwed up. Oh, that's painful. But this week we are going to try and advance the storyline, go after the second set of coordinates or the third set of coordinates, whichever one we're on right now. But first, we gotta jump to a system that can repair us. Because I was a wee bit aggressive with the King Crab. And, well, I'm always aggressive with the King Crab. Because I'm an idiot. There's another King Crab on the market here, and this is a 000. That's tempting to grab another King Crab. More ACs on the field. Tempting, but we probably shouldn't. 573. What's our armor on these bad boys when they're maxed out? 560. So it's a slightly up-armored crab. And we have 72.8 DPS on our crabs, and these have 66. So we'd have to swap out a bunch of that stuff. Oh, it's tempting. I really like the King Crab hull. I really do. But for right now, let's get our other battle mechs all sorted out. First things first, we got to go to the market and to our inventory and sell off that cicada. Because we don't need it right now. Just have to repair one of our atlases. Actually, both of our atlases. Locket's King Crab didn't need much. But my King Crab, well, both AC-20 burst fires got knocked out. So what do we have for AC-20 burst fires available right now? Not a whole hell of a lot. What does the market have for us? We got one really lousy AC-20 burst fire, but they do have a Gauss rifle. Now, what we could possibly do is swap our right arm for a Gauss rifle. It's actually a really solid Gauss rifle. And we could put something a little bit lighter, solid slug, or something else in our left arm. Rate of fire is low, max range is 594. I've tried this mission a few times, and right now we need it to go up. So that's our left torso. Our right arm, we're going to go with Gauss. Strip off the AC-20 ammo because we don't need it anymore. And our left arm, we're going to use that LBX-10. Now for our ammo, throw some Gauss ammo in there. And some LBX-10 ammo. Thankfully, it's a lot lighter, so we can actually fit either more heat sinks in. It's going to drop our DPS overall, but the Gauss rifle is going to give us some incredible range. How many shots does that equal? 26 rounds, so that's 52 rounds for that, and 80 on the LBX-10. So let's throw another one of those in if we can. No, we can't. So 99.56. It's going to drop our damage significantly, but it's going to give us a little bit more versatility. If we go to our weapon groups, yep, that's where I want those. Alright, that'll be good. If we could find some double heat sinks, that would be great. I know it's a weird setup for what is a brawling mech, but we need some punch, and that Gauss rifle will give us the punch. And the LBX-10 ammo will make us, well, we'll have a shotgun. So we're going sniper shotty on this. Hopefully this doesn't blow up in our face. Although it very well might. Still tempted to buy that other King Crab, though. We do have the funds, kind of. We'd have to sell off something. Yeah, there's nothing really in there that I'd want to sell. I don't want to sell our... No, we're going to keep that Highlander for a while. Especially since I'm pretty sure this mission drops our tonnage down. So your father's second set of coordinates points us to HD 389202, another uncharted system deeper in the periphery. You need to get us there. So we'll accept that, and let's view where we're headed. Way out there. It's going to take a couple of jumps. So we'll go to Heart Shill. First. Do any last minute prep we need, and then we'll head way out into the deep periphery. And with any luck, we won't die. Because I've tried to record this mission a few times. It is by far one of the most difficult missions in the game. They got the Hero Griffin, the AR for sale here. Adds a small laser in. It's not exactly a great platform, but it ain't bad. What do they got for equipment? Anti-missile systems. Got a narc. Pretty much nothing really good. They do have Ultra AC ammo. Do they have any Ultra ACs on them? Oh, they have a really good Gauss rifle. We'll pick that up just in case we got to replace it after this mission. Alright, second set of coordinates. Bill paid, all the crabs and the atlases are up and running. Oh, please don't let this go horribly. If I sound a little bit less energetic, it's because I actually got to go out and work today. So, everything was COVID compliant, staying safe, masked up, gloved up. It was nice to get back into my element, but it's a little tiring. I'm out of shape. But Rihanna, let's see what you got to say.
Commander, I've completed my initial scans. This planet appears to be the location of a lost Star League spaceport. Unfortunately, it also appears that, once again, Comstar have gotten here before us.
Why were these coordinates so important to Yamata if Comstar already had them? Why were they worth killing for?
I don't know. The more pertinent question is, how does this location tie into your father's past? Let's focus on that for now.
Is the briefing ready?
It's waiting for your sign-off.
Good. It's time we get some real answers.
Alright, so going to the console, Reckoning. Okay, Commander, the spaceport is quite large. I'm going to drop you on its outer edge, hopefully undetected. Way to invoke Mother Murphy. From there, you'll need to make your way to the heart of the facility. As I said, Comstar currently occupies the site. Once you pop up on their radar, they'll be coming for you, so watch your six and eliminate whatever forces you encounter. I'll be circling above, monitoring their comms. I'll let you know if I detect anything vital to the success of your mission. I'll update your objectives accordingly. Good luck. Alright, let's drop in and see what kind of havoc we can do. Yes, we are down to 390. Which means we're going to have to do some swapping out. Now, our Atlas D, 608 armor compared to the 626 on the Atlas RS. Our Atlas RS has large lasers and slightly lower damage output, slightly worse cooling. But we're going to swap our Atlas D out for our 733P Highlander. It's got the ERPPC in that right arm, a couple of medium lasers, some SRMs, and some LRMs on it. That'll drop us to exactly 390, and should balance us out pretty good. I mean, I know what we're going to face. I've struggled through this, well, 4 or 5 times trying to get it recorded without a complete disastrous failure. Yes, I admit that this is a very difficult mission. Extremely difficult, in fact. I would place it as one of the hardest missions in the entire bloody game. But it's what you gotta do. So we're gonna get in there, we're gonna drop, and hopefully blow up Comstar. Basically give them the giant middle finger and tell them to get the fuck out of our way.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
The spaceport is just up ahead, Commander. We already know Comstar is here, but we don't know how many forces they have on site or how prepared they are for a fight. If we're lucky, maybe we can catch them off guard.
That'd be nice.
Alright, so we've got a fair bit of range. 621 meters on our left arm. 726 on the right, but that's a Gauss rifle. It's meant to be a sniper weapon. Again, we are kind of going sniper shoddy, so classic FPS people are probably cheering a little bit for that. Gives us the advantage of being able to mitigate some of the incoming fire by sitting back and letting our Gauss rifle do a lot of the work. Alright. Let's wait for the Atlas and the Highlander to catch up.
This is my kind of place.
Okay, Boucher. Way to interrupt me in the middle of a conversation, but since our crab is there, should be okay. Not seeing anything just yet.
Enemy patrol, Commander. Looks like the element of surprise is out the window.
Oh, is that a Raven?
Target acquired.
It's a Raven in a very bad spot for it to be in. The rate of fire on the Gauss rifle is incredibly low. I saw another mech. Where'd it go? There it is.
Acquired.
Gauss rifle fires extremely slow, but it hits incredibly hard. I have to put the notifications up on the screen too. Oh, that's a solid core building. Mitigating as much damage before we get to the facility is probably a wise idea.
Destroyed.
That LBX is actually doing some major work. The land's got a little dinged up, but nothing too major. I want to keep everybody in the green as we push forward. This is Comstar. They have access to some pretty snazzy tech. Alright. This valley is screaming ambush to me. Well, that's just natural instincts, because I don't like getting shot. I like shooting things, but I don't like getting shot. Which is ironic since, or coincidental, I don't know if that's the right term for irony. Since I like being in a brawling mech, even though I've got long-range weapons on this particular mech.
Let's not get distracted by that view. Keep focused.
More reinforcements headed your way.
I don't got any sensor contacts.
Target
There we go.
acquired.
Tango, down.
Wow, that was a snipe shot with the LBX. Would you stop knocking helicopters down on me? Trying to preserve as much armor integrity as we can going forward.
Destroyed.
It was a bit of a waste of a Gauss shot, but
Looks like Comstar have set up a field base here on the planet. My guess is they're planning on staying for a while.
Sure looks that way.
Target destroyed.
There I go, being aggressive again.
Target destroyed.
That dude was pretty much screwed either way. Nothing else on sensors, so let's let the rest of the lance catch up. I don't understand why I'm so aggressive when it comes to piloting battle mechs, but it's just something I do. Should force myself to do a few missions or something in a missile boat
Target
or
acquired.
something
Enemy
similar.
destroyed.
That was our PPC launcher. Well, extended range PPC. I know it's a bit odd to sit back and shoot from this kind of range to take out a turret.
Another urban section up ahead, Commander. Looks like Comstar hasn't done much to shore up their perimeter defenses yet, but keep an eye out for enemy mechs. They must have a few down here for defense.
Yeah, no kidding.
Agreed.
We want to minimize and mitigate as much of the damage as we possibly can as we're going through this. The more damage we take, the harder... Well, let's face it. We know that that last little hook down in the bottom left corner, southwest corner of the map, is going to probably be a big fight. So, if we're damaged going into it, then we're probably going to have a bad day. But with any luck, we'll be able to keep our armor values high before we actually engage the enemy over there.
It must have been an impressive spaceport in his day. Look at all these support buildings.
Okay, I'm seeing lasers firing off now.
Target acquired.
Contact acquired. Oh, it's a rifleman.
Target destroyed.
Okay, rifleman down. But there's still stuff shooting at us.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Enemy destroyed.
Okay, now there's a third mech. I did see it pop up on scope, but the rifleman going down that easy is nice. Looks like Locket's got a bead on him. They're all focusing over this direction, so he's got to be over here somewhere. Unless that... Oh, is that a Wolverine? Yeah, it's a Wolverine, so they must have taken him out. Which is good. Locket's crab is getting a little bit damaged. Kind of worrying. We'll just have to deal with it. See, this would be the ideal kind of mission to have a repair base somewhere in it. Gotta protect that Gauss rifle in our right arm. Now, Gauss rifles, unlike solid slug weapons, your ACs, machine guns, etc., when they get damaged to the point of breaking, they just explode, taking most likely the limb or torso piece that they're mounted in with them. So you gotta be careful with the Gauss rifle. Oh,
By the looks of it, Comstar has already started excavation operations searching for lost tech. Luckily for us, doesn't appear they've been here for too long or made much progress thus far.
the good thing is, though, is if we're smart,
Tango down.
we don't need to worry about it too much. I mean, it is in our right arm, so we'd lose the arm, but if we've lost that weapon, that hard point doesn't matter to us anyway. It is a bit of a waste to fire Gauss rifles at VTOLs. That's not up for debate. It is a waste of ammunition.
Target acquired.
But again, we are trying to preserve as much armor integrity as we can going forward. So if we do the whole peek and pop sort of situation, try to avoid exposing ourselves to too much fire. I mean, our Highlander right now is the one taking the hits.
Target destroyed.
We want to save as much armor integrity as we can. I mean, I'm still pretty much the lowest, and I'm just seeing orange armor markings. This is a fairly good sign, considering how much we've fought through so far. So we've had one Scout Lance, considering those VTOLs would have probably counted as part of the aerial portion of that Lance when we fought that Crab and Raven. Maybe we get to salvage that Raven. I would like that. Put it in cold storage, save it for a rainy day. But we've also fought a heavy Lance, and that's it so far. This thing is massive, though. Not just the planet that we're exploring, but the fact that this base is so big, this is a huge amount of lost tech that could be uncovered. ER weapons, pulse lasers, good shit. That's another Leopard crash down over there. Wouldn't that be nice, having a second Leopard deploy a second Lance? Might give our backup pilots something to do. Wait. Is that what I think it is?
You seeing this, Rihanna?
That Union dropship? Yeah. Extraordinary, isn't it? When it was still in service, that thing could carry 12 mechs into battle all at once. 3 full lances.
Destroyed.
From what I'm seeing, this spaceport was far more than a simple refueling station. Back when Star League was still in charge of the Ionosphere, this must have been a key transport hub.
Yeah, before the Exodus, before the Succession Wars. But there's still a lot of valuable stuff buried around here.
Clear out these Comstar forces and we can find out. Or Spears' people can, to be more precise.
I'm on it.
Okay, now I'm starting to take a little bit of armor damage. This Griffin is pretty much disabled. I'm not too worried about it. We can start going to
Target destroyed.
lower damage weapons.
Target acquired.
Back armor shots on a Kintaro? Yes, please.
That don't make kill for me.
Target destroyed.
Alright, so one of those Union-class dropships, since we were just cleaning up the detritus here. Those things can launch 3 full lances at once. During the Star League era and the Succession Wars, you'd see 9, 10, 11 of these things dropping onto a battlefield for one side. So that's 12 lances, or 12 battle mechs, 3 full lances, and you'd have like 10 or 12 of them. Like, that's a lot of firepower. And given how things have gone around, like First Bay, that would launch an entire lance. Fourth Bay. Jesus. Hey, Rihanna, you want to fix that up and pilot it for us? Fuel costs would be stupid. Like,
I could relax in a place like this for months.
oh, shut up, Boucher. The fuel costs alone on a Union dropship would be ridiculous for a mercenary company. That's the kind of thing that one of the great nations would have to run. But could you imagine if we had 12 battle mechs on the field? We'd have the 4 that we've got with us here, swapping the Highlander back over for an Atlas D. We'd have a second lance that would probably be all long range. I'm talking sniper crab, like the full-on sniper crab. A couple of Highlanders, one with a Gauss, one with a extended range PPC. I'd probably throw a Thunderbolt in there just for balance. Maybe a Cyclops for CNC. have a medium lance and a light scout lance. A couple of ravens and a couple of fire starters or locusts would be great scouting for us. We'll be able to chew through a ton of armor and weapons on assault mechs. They'd be the things that would be taking out parts for us so we could focus on the core. It's sad, we actually have more Gauss rifle ammo right now than we do LBX ammo. That's fine. Kinda gotta skirt this mountain and get in here. I just can't believe there's a Union dropship here. That alone is worth millions upon millions of C-bills just as salvage.
Looks like a perfect summer out there.
Boucher, would you shut up about the planet we're on? We're getting shot at constantly on this world. Would you just focus? Focus. Focus. Kind of want to leave these walls intact just in case we got to use them for cover. Because this looks like the kind of place where we're going to have our big fight. Like I said, we're into that bottom little section now. I'm expecting a dropship any second.
Inbound, Commander.
Almost like I predicted it. Which I kind of did. So let's saunter off to the side over here. See if we can get some of our lance to follow through. See if we can do some damage before that lance gets out of their ship.
They've deployed a full lance. Watch your flanks.
Okay, we got a Black Knight who's coming out to say hello. Not very brave or honorable to use the buildings as cover like that, but we're mercenaries. It's smart.
New target acquired.
Battlemaster's taking some heavy hits.
Incoming missile.
Why are you focusing on me? Don't focus on me.
New target acquired.
That's an Orion. It's probably going to start taking some beatings over here. Okay, that Orion is almost dead. We can knock out its center torso.
Good kill, Commander. That mech is going critical.
Again, center torso on this.
One more mech out of the fight.
Okay, we're not doing too bad. Mechs, our lance is actually getting screwed up, but we took out the Gauss rifle on that Highlander. And fairly decent.
Fire breaking up.
Unfortunately, you're a blade of shielding right now, boys. Hate to put it that way, but
Incoming missile. Target.
I just took that mech out.
that Black Knight.
Break. Commander's target is going great.
Okay, let's check out our lance. So, our other King Crab is doing okay.
Commander, we're picking up a
Atlas is
faint
fine.
radio signal emanating not far from your current position. I think it's a homing beacon of some kind. Farhad says it's pinging the Victor.
My father's Victor?
That's right. Farhad was lucky to even notice it on his diagnostic display. I've marked the location. I suggest you investigate.
Copy.
Alright, so something's pinging the Victor, and our lance is in pretty good shape. I mean, we lost our ERPPC, but, you know, some sacrifices got to be made. I'm hoping we don't lose a pilot, but it is what it is. Right now, we have 3 damaged but viable mechs, one that's lost its primary long-range weaponry.
Commander, I have another dropship on quick approach. Be alert.
You don't know when to leave well enough alone, do you, Commander? You've caused me enough trouble for a lifetime. Today, that ends.
Target
That's an
acquired.
annihilator.
You ordered the death of my father. You're not leaving this place alive, Yamata. We'll see about that.
Gotta be real careful not to nail our allies. Oh, that's my center torso armor getting beat up.
New target acquired.
We gotta flee. Fire starter. I can knock out the lights.
Commander. That mech is about to go critical.
Depleted.
Okay, we are at LBX 10.
Target acquired.
Why are you focusing on me, Yamata? Okay, we're gonna have to get a little desperate here. That is an annihilator. Drop off the side. If he's focusing on us, he can chase me. Which should, in theory, expose his back to the rest of the lance.
That mech is going critical.
Oh, he is still on me. Come on, Yamata, keep yourself focused on me. Let the rest of the lance tear India. Again, the objective here is not to be brave and awesome. The objective here is to kill that guy.
Target acquired.
Tango, down.
Alright, where's that annihilator? All 3 of his light support is
Target
down.
acquired.
The only benefit... Oh! That hurt. That really hurt. The only advantage to fighting an annihilator is they are slow. If I can kite him, knock out some of his weaponry, or at least let the lance knock out some of his weaponry. Guys, why are you not hitting him? His rear armor on his center torso. Go for it. Lock it, just drop in on his face. I really didn't want to have to resort to NASCARing, but I'm banged up. That annihilator will live up to its name if I allow it to get it close to me. See if we can draw him out. He's still got a couple of auto cannons left. I just cannot take another shot to the center torso. At least not on my front arm. Oh. That's hurting, that's hurting, that's hurting. Get out of line of sight. Pull him down. Let the rest of the lance tear into him. Come on, guys. Chew him up. Knock out that arm, knock out that leg. Again, not exactly the most honorable or brave strategy, but we are mercs. We fight for money. That annihilator is just a big bastard. Since he seems to be focused on me, all I need is for the guys to throw enough damage into him. Parts can be replaced. Oh, there goes another one of his ACs. And a medium laser. He's lost his other arm. His secondary torso's going down. Knock that leg out, guys. Come on. Yeah, that's his left torso, which means another AC is down. Come on, guys. Knock that leg out. Basically set him up on a platter for you. Come on, knock him out, knock him out. I don't want to NASCAR with him much longer. But discretion is the better part of valor. So, yes, go for the leg, go for the leg, go for the leg. I cannot pop my face out. He hits me once in the center torso with that AC-10, and it could be very, 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 very ugly. If they can kill that leg, or his center torso, he's getting... Yamata, if you haven't noticed yet, your center torso is flashing red, and your other leg is about to go too. I think you're the one that's in trouble, buddy, because...
Enemy mech destroyed.
Alright, Burkett.
Excellent work. The site is secure. I suggest you finish investigating that homing signal, Commander. The location should be marked on your map.
Alright, let's go find out what this is. It's pinging the Victor, Dad's Victor, so it's gotta be something important. We still have all our battle mechs up and ready. Alright, Yamata, let's see what you were willing to die for, what you were willing to kill for, what my father died for. Main egress is up over there. Thankfully, we still have all our weapons, including a decent Gauss rifle, but when we do our repairs, we'll swap out for that better one. More damage, more range.
I'm not seeing anything here, Rihanna.
Farhad says the Victor has been trying to return the signal it received, but the return signal was partially corrupted. Farhad managed to restore it. I've transmitted the repaired signal to your mech. Try activating it yourself, and let's see what happens.
Holy
shit.
I've never seen a mech like that before.
Is that
and in pristine condition.
a Night Star?
Alright, I'm on my way down with Farhad and the salvage teams. Hang tight for pickup.
Roger that.
Oh. That explains so much about the history. So much about Dad, so much about why these coordinates are important. That's a clan battle mech right there. And they gave it to us. That is a clan battle mech. Former Star League Defense Force. Oh god, that is awesome. Mounting twin Gauss rifles, twin medium pulse lasers, an ERPPC in the center torso, and a small laser in the head. It is a piece of clan tech. Oh my, yes. And we're taking that Raven, just because we can take that Raven. Hell, we could take the Crab too. It's worth 3 million C-bills. Why not? Because there's not going to be an ERPPC in here anywhere. Damn! That explains so much. Our Highlander got beat to hell. I still got the most mech kills, but Burkett, props for killing Yamata, dude. Like, your center torso on that Atlas was going out. Congratulations, Commander. Taking Yamata out Yamata has delivered Comstar, and more specifically the ROM forces, a devastating blow. I know this is a bittersweet moment, but you've avenged your father with honor. You can be proud of that. As for the spaceport, As you saw firsthand, it's been abandoned for centuries. It appears that Comstar arrived here only recently and immediately began excavating the site, pillaging what tech they could uncover, and no doubt searching for clues to what else might lie out there in unexplored space. The clans. Luckily for us, they didn't find what could be the greatest treasure this site had to give. According to Fahad, that secret storage unit you uncovered held an extremely rare Star League era mech, a mech once thought extinct. And if that weren't enough, there's little doubt that it's connected to your father in some fundamental way. Our salvage team has recovered it, and Fahad has already begun his inspection. When you have a moment, come to the bridge and I'll let him brief you on what he's found. Oh man, we have a fucking Night Star! So first things first, we're popping that Night Star up into one of the bays and giving it the Thorium Gaming paint scheme. Because it needs to be in... Oops. I always reverse those. Why am I being a derp today? Right, I am a derpy one, aren't I? There we go. All Fs. 00 all Fs. And all zeros. You should be all Fs. Or are you not all Fs? There we go. Hexadecimal code. Crusader doesn't really fit. They're just Buccaneer, although we got that cool skull on top. Hot Rod? Nah. What's the Davian paint scheme look like? They usually come pretty cool. A lot of white with some blue highlights. Franken? Okay, that is just evil looking. I love it. I think we're going to go with Franken for our brand new toy. Awesome. Before we round the week out, however, we've got to see this thing in the bay and talk to Fahad up in the cockpit. Oh man, is that beautiful. Look at that baby. Star League tech right there. So let's run up and talk to Rihanna, then we can get our damaged, battle-weary mechs back to a repair facility and get them all shiny and buffed up.
Commander, nice work taking down Yamata and acquiring what can only be described as an extraordinary piece of salvage. You said you hoped this second set of coordinates would provide more information about your father. Well, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Fahad, you want to fill the commander in?
Oi, mate. This mech is a thing of beauty, eh? 95 tons of sheer Merlin. She's got 2 medium pulse lasers, a pair of Gauss rifles, 10 heat-sinks built in, some very serious armor, an extended range PPC, and, to top it all off, a top speed of 48.6 kilometers an hour, mate. I'm telling you, she's a bloody beast.
Okay, now tell the commander what else you found.
Right, sorry, Guff. I started by taking a deep dive into the mech systems database, see what I could learn. And this mech, well, I had never heard of it before. A Night Star. Been extinct about 200 years, best I can tell. I wouldn't have believed that even existed if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. I've found more than that though, eh? Seems to be par for the course these days.
Fahad.
Right, the thing is, Commander, this mech, at some point, belonged to your father.
I thought you said it had been extinct for 200 years. How could it have belonged to my father?
We found another audio log, Commander. Inside the mech.
Identification. Alpha Charlie 7718 Victor Romeo. Year is 2986. I have landed on Godwin Prime ahead of my infiltration of Karita space. Now only weeks away. I have decided to leave my mech here. It would only draw unwanted attention and risk my cover being blown. It is well hidden, and for the time being, my true identity remains secure. My mission will proceed as planned. My next transmission is set for approximately 1 year from today.
Commander?
My father was a spy? For whom? And what the hell was he doing with an extinct mech?
I don't know. Never the answers we want and only the questions we can't answer. We know Comstar was tracking the movements of people and ships entering the inner sphere from unexplored space. I think that your father was one of those people. Only he entered more than 20 years ago. Where his journey originated is anyone's guess at the moment. But I'm beginning to think that the different coordinates he left behind mark the path he took on his way in.
You mean before someone discovered his secret and forced him to change his identity?
Exactly. Unlocking that last set of coordinates will hopefully solve the mystery once and for all. Right now, though, Spears has a new mission for us. Thinks it's time to take another run at Comstar, slow them down some more. I'll detail the briefing while you get us to our destination.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, well, diehard BattleMech fans, and yeah, we know exactly what he is and where he's come from. And now we have a Night Star in our stable of mechs. Ah, so beautiful. So beautiful. Twin Gauss rifles, ERPPC, small laser, huge top speed for a mech that's 95 frickin' tons. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of tinkering with it. That's gonna have to wait until next week. Gives me a great incentive to get back. But look at this bad boy. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this week. If you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, see yourself pop up in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when any video goes out. Remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.